Hi, this is Ted Demopoulos. In a previous video, I talked about what an Infosec rock star is. It's someone that's renowned and revered in his or her field of accomplishment. And, I've interviewed dozens of people that I'm just amazed by in security. They just do incredible things. They get so much done. They're listened to, and generally we're not listened to very well in our field. And this one term kept popping up. Infosec rockstar. So I flew with it. It's not everyone's favorite term, but that's okay. Now, revered means respected. And to be respected, you need to have some expert knowledge, you need to know some things, and you need to actually get results. Just knowing things isn't enough. And renowned means well known, and quite honestly, if you're not well known, you can't get that much done. Now, that doesn't mean globally well known necessarily. It could be just in your own company or in your own organization or anything like that. And I broke Rockstar into 5 levels, and they're somewhat arbitrary, just like the 7 layers of the OSI model are somewhat arbitrary. They could have had 9 layers, and some layers would have done more or less, or they could have had less layers, and some layers would have done more. So, 5 layers. 5 levels. The first level is survive. And at the survive level, you either need a job, maybe you just gotten a job, or you've got a job and you're unemployed. For example, about a year ago, I worked with some people that had just started after college. They had their first jobs. Some of them hadn't gotten their first paycheck yet, and 2 of them were literally living in their parents' basement. They had college loans to pay and so forth, and they were definitely in the survive level. It's stable. You've got a job. Hopefully it's a good job. Hopefully you like most of it, and it could be the best job in the world, and there's going to be some parts you're not crazy about, but hopefully it's a good job. And if you're stable and you lose your job, you can get another one. It might take you a little while. It might be a little bit of work, but you can do it. Above that, we have the expert level. At the expert level, you have expert knowledge. Now, expert simply means specialized, valuable knowledge. And as long as you're halfway competent and halfway care, and I think it's fair to say that all of us qualify as that, you naturally build expert knowledge. Now, expert doesn't mean there's nothing else to know. Expert doesn't mean you know everything. If you think you know everything or there's nothing else to know, you're not an expert, you're an idiot. Now, just because you have expert knowledge doesn't mean people know you have expert knowledge. Doesn't mean you're recognized for your expertise. And quite honestly, if you're not recognized, you can only have so much good impact. At the authority level, you are an expert, but you've got more. You've got some of your own ideas that people listen to. Maybe you're speaking at some conferences, maybe you've written a couple papers, maybe you've worked on open source, you've done something else, and people find you interesting. They don't necessarily agree with everything you have to say. That's okay. At the rockstar level, you are an authority. You are an expert. Plus, you've got a bunch of other skills, some really solid skills. One is communication, and we generally not great communicators. Now, communication is both written and obviously spoken. Also, time management and project management. Now, project management doesn't necessarily mean formal project management, but we all work on projects, whether they're formal or not. And having a grasp on time management and project management really means just being able to get out of your own way to get things done. Also, leadership. Now, that doesn't mean you have a leadership or management position necessarily, but people follow you. You do things and you set a good example, perhaps, and people follow you. So, rockstar is an expert, is an authority, and also you have some, a bunch of additional awesome non-technical skills. So the 5 levels to rockstar, somewhat arbitrary, could be divided differently, and you could be at a lower level and be building rockstar skills. For example, one of my oldest friends and one of my best friends, Large John, is at the stable level, arguably. He's got a good job. He's had it for a while. He seems to enjoy it, at least the majority of it. And he is an absolute rock star writer. I wish I could write like he did. He's been a great writer since like we were in grade school. You know, even if you're just starting out, even if you're at the survive level, you can be building and might already have some rock star skills. So this is Ted Demopoulos. This has been the 5 levels to Infosec Rockstar. Please scroll down, leave a comment, click on like, or click on the link for more information. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.